Oh, right.
All right.
I have time.
And we are back. Welcome back to Join the Anarchy, the interactive Shadowrun Anarchy improvised actual play campaign live on Twitch. We're a lot of things.
Yeah, there's a lot of things.
So, the team is about to finally come face to face and get to know each other.
In a brawl, beer thing, where people get drinks.
So we are in the a bar. We're in a bar called the Pub Brawl. It's outside of the wall of downtown Detroit. So let's call it like Dearborn kind of area where the Ford plant is. And yeah, you guys come to a booth, and let's start with everyone roll a d6.
Oh, okay. I was gonna spin a plot point, but
I was gonna hold up mine because I didn't know what you were doing, but mine's on my Wii, so I have Pikachu.
What?
I also I find it very offensive, Nick. Legend of Zelda's my life. Get Link's fucking name right. Oh, I'm sorry.
You need to roll a die.
Just one?
Just one.
Oh,
all right. Nice. So Fritz is there first.
Yeah. He sees the booth that they're supposed to enter and will sit at a different table. And as they enter, he's going to hack into and connect to their comm links.
Okay. Go ahead and so every bar would have like its own, or this bar rather would have its own kind of host, right? So it's the same thing like when you thank you to Nick Morgan for the cheer.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, thanks, Nick.
So you can like anybody in the bar can connect to it. Like it's kind of how you got past the reserve password thingy. So
basically, to hack into them, I hack into everybody.
Right. Yeah, well, it's not that you hack into everybody. It's just that you are hacked into the bar's host, right? So you can show yourself in that host to everyone at the bar or to whoever you want at that bar.
Right. Okay.
Specific people. So
my goal is to have access to whoever I need without giving access at all to any of mine. Okay.
Sure. Give me a hacking test.
Alrighty, Roo.
Hack and hack.
Mm-hmm.
So that is he's gonna bring up his display and go to VR.
All those bonuses.
And so sorry, first time doing this. So 10, that's 11, and then 2. Okay. So boop 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 boop. 6 successes.
Yeah, this is a scrub ass place. You're easily able to manipulate this host however you want. If you so choose.
Yeah. So he's in. I have the what is it? The cleaner, so I can I erase all the actions I need to keep away from God. And yeah, as soon as he sees 2 people heading to that, he's gonna find their comm link and then get into theirs. So he's connected, but he is staying where he thinks he's gonna be safe away from eyes.
Okay. And all right, so the first person to walk into the booth or up to the booth would be Deliverance.
Walk into the bar.
Walk into the bar, right? And you spot the booth. Fritz, do you have anything set up in that booth? Like
No.
No? Okay. So the reserve sign is still up.
Deliverance walks up to it, and a little bit of relief passes over her face that she's the first one there. And she kind of straightens her scarf. This one is, it's like a zigzag pattern of dark blue and black. And she's kind of got her hair under a hood. And she's wearing extra dark makeup today. And she puts in cupcakes and slides into the booth.
So Fritz, you see this. What do you do?
Yeah, he connects to her. Well, she has a hood and everything, so he just connects to this person's comm link. And then once he has access to that, he's gonna try and search as much as he can to find out who this person is.
Well, actually,
immediately.
So, well, I guess you would, at most, what someone would have is a profile.
Yeah. So yeah, he'll look at what she has available there at the moment.
So Deliverance, what would be on your public? What is your profile?
Right. So my profile, is this like Facebook, like you'd have your kids on it, or is it like just like an ID card?
It would be well, the thing is, like, it's an ID card / social media-y kind of thing. So, but it's not as formal as showing your sin, right? You're supposed to be broadcasting one. I feel like this is the kind of bar where nobody cares, really.
Right.
So, like, anybody's welcome here. You got lots of rowdy types in here. You even have, like, a couple of orcs and trolls, and they're knocking down giant beers, hurlds.
So I think she would have, in anticipation, she would have modified it slightly to remove any indication of her children. And it would say something about a business owner, wouldn't be it's kind of vague about what she does, and a couple of there's a couple of Bible quotes.
I'm taking the suggestion of add a cat dressed like Jesus, because that image in my head is fucking great.
I don't think she'd have that.
Come on.
I like that suggestion. It's very funny.
Oh, it's amazing.
But I will. I like. There's a lot of really goofy things you could do with it. The religion thing, but I wanted to get that kind of more serious. I think it's very serious and personal and deep for her. So
You're one of those.
As funny as it is.
What if it's somebody who commented on your page with a cat dressed as Jesus?
Yes. Yes.
Fair enough. Somebody commented with a cat dressed as Jesus. It's one of
my
it
was Volter.
Friends who thinks it was super funny. Jesus died for a fit. Oh my god.
Yeah. Jesus died for a fit.
Oh boy.
I love you, chat. I love you. Never change.
Yeah, those suggestions are from my husband, so.
That's right. Super Sage is your husband, right?
Yes,
yeah.
he is.
Yeah.
Not for long.
You're getting divorced. All right.
Yeah, so it's very generic. There's nothing that really is out there. Her sin is kind of available, like it's not necessarily being broadcast, but it's there.
Okay. All right. So, Fritz.
Thanks for them bits.
Thank you.
By the way.
Yes. So, Fritz, what do you do?
Yeah, he looks over the information and he will store that for later and waits to see. Because does he know how many people are supposed to be showing up?
Yeah, it's supposed to be a team of 3, including yourself.
Team of 3. So he waits for the second person, and he watches to see what she does.
Okay.
But not too attentively that it looks like he's watching her.
Well, Deliverance, it seems like you're really early. Like nobody is showing up. Do you want to? You get a waitress coming up to you and says, hey, what do you want to drink?
Bennett works everywhere.
Do you have any? Do you have any root beer?
Yeah, we do. We have some good
now,
soy
darling,
root beer.
That is excellent. Can I trouble you to just dash a little tiny scoop of ice cream in there? You got any of that?
Yeah, we do have some soy cream. Yeah.
Oh yes, you are the best.
Yeah, because we use it for mudslides and stuff like that. Chick drinks.
Perfect. Root beer float. That's all I wanted. Oh, I knew I'd like this place.
Yeah.
Could you also maybe just turn that screen just a scooch in my direction?
Oh, absolutely. And yeah, so she like. Never mind. I was gonna say like she AR commands the screen to tilt, but no, it's not that kind of place. She has to like actually go and like She has to like tilt it and it's like, Tell me when.
Yeah.
But you hear like people around the bar going like, come on, I'm watching that.
And so Deliverance is like watching it and kind of every once in a while goes, yes!
And eventually, Fritz, you see a root beer with a little dash of ice cream placed in front of her.
Yeah, because he also has access to her comlink, so he heard that whole exchange too.
Sure. Sure. Let's say.
So
yes.
he has a list he's making under each runner. Did your profile have Deliverance as your name, or was it blank?
It wouldn't. No.
Okay.
It would be blank. Yeah. It'd be
like
blank
some
in the scenario.
fake ass name, right?
Yeah. Frank Inverter. That's what Fritz's says. And yeah, so he's writing. He has like question marks, and then he puts down person. He's like making a list to understand, and so it says devoted Christian. It says Bloodsport fan and Sweet Tooth.
Nice.
And yeah, he's just sipping his water because they just don't serve anything worth a shit in the Americas.
Almost anywhere though, like food shortage.
Yeah,
everything sucks. Everything is soy.
Mm-hmm. Only the
soy
rich
beer
get
float.
to eat good stuff. All right. So yeah, Deliverance. What's your fake sin? Your fake identity?
I'll say I'm gonna take Grayman's suggestion. Janice P.
Janice P. Like that's it.
That's it. There's no last name. It's just an initial.
It's not
Janice
a great. Yeah, it's not a great sin, but it's just enough to like, because it's like a burner sin, right? Like you don't give a shit what happens to this.
Yeah. It's not the one I use in everyday life.
Yeah. So after a while, finally, of Fritz watching Deliverance and Deliverance watching the game, Voltar walks into the barn.
I will immediately go over to the booth and type in the password and sit in.
Okay.
And what you see is very vague and pretty much no information whatsoever.
Could you give me a quick description, because I missed that part of what I physically see?
Yeah, and it's probably good for anyone who missed.
Just joined, yeah.
Missed those intros.
Voltar is like when you immediately see her, it's super off-putting, but yet like, oh, okay, I get it. She's all cyber, so her eyes are like this like translucent white. Her skin is like this very faded metal color. She's probably still in her getup, which is leather jacket, tank top underneath, skinny jeans, combat boots with like Lady Gaga heels, and
oh wait,
probably...
what kind of heels are we talking?
I mean, like that.
Yeah,
like
Lady
Gaga means anything.
Are
seems
not
really impractical.
Yeah.
Heels,
Yeah.
Shadowrunning in heels seems really impractical.
pretty much.
You got the right legs for it.
Yeah, she's very agile on them though.
She looks like a combat stripper.
Pretty much.
Techno tripper.
But she has bobbed platinum blonde hair and a very serious demeanor, very like straight faced.
Okay.
And Deliverance. Deliverance is about 40. She's wearing a long coat and with a hood, brown pants, and worn black boots. Bright purple hair pulled back. She's got a blue and black scarf, and she's got scars from old piercings on her lip and nose and eyebrow and her ears, but just wears like one pair.
That's another thing I forgot to mention. Even though Voltar is very cyber, she seems young. Like maybe 25, maybe lower. You can't really tell. It's the whole cyber thing.
And her hair is, you said it was like platinum blonde, like what kind of length?
It's bobbed.
It's bobbed.
It's like bobbed like right here or right
All right.
next to her jawline.
I see it. Combat stripper. Yeah.
You missed the first scene.
you did miss that first scene.
Yeah.
I'll have to catch up.
It's close to the description.
Yeah.
And then Fritz looks like a middle-aged human with very, I had the word in my brain. They're there. He has very elfy ears. He is an elf, but his build does not show it. Middle-aged, short brown hair, salt and pepper beard, but right now that's covered by a black cloth mask that has like skeleton teeth with 2 like protruding fangs. He has a big brown trench coat on, and his Ray-Ban glasses, kind of like mine, are tinted black at the moment.
Of course, Fritz hasn't actually shown himself. Right.
But that's for everyone who
when and if he does.
Yeah. So yeah, once they get in, and he's gotten into Voltar, he listens in on what they're gonna say.
All right. So Voltar and Deliverance stare at each other. And Voltar, you notice a single, almost finished root beer float.
Whoa,
Boom! Everyone gets an edge.
What up?
Gray Man just took the stream.
So that's 2.
Nice.
That's 2 extra edge this session.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
That carries over,
thank you,
right?
Gray Man.
I don't remember.
Yeah, Gray Man. So she just sits down, like right away.
Yeah, she types in the password and then sits in and looks at the root beer float and then looks at you.
Well, hello.
Hello. I see you already have ordered something.
Oh yeah, the waitress is great. You just go ahead and get whatever you need. She'll I'll just wave her over. She like, hey. And then as she's coming over, she says, holds out a hand and says, call me Deliverance.
Voltar.
What can I get for you?
Is this place is like grunge, right? Like beat 'em up.
Grungy, just think grungy pub. It's got maybe like a specialty pub dish, and that's it. And mainly the rest is just booze and drinks.
Yeah. Voltar, I cannot speak. Will order a lager.
Lager. All right, coming up. And you want a refill on that?
Oh, I thought you'd never ask. I wasn't gonna, but okay, fine.
Voltar's gonna, okay. as that's going on, she's like looking back and forth and like waiting very patiently.
It was so good. It's just so good. You gotta try some Voltar.
I've never had one.
Oh, okay. No, we're getting 2. You drink your beer, you're also getting a root beer float because, my dear.
Yeah, she's like way off in the thing.
Yeah. I was like, oh, okay.
Okay, so now he has. So you guys introduced your names already.
Mm-hmm.
So he's added that information in. And then you both get on your AR display, like as like you stop drawing attention to yourselves, you get an AR display of just like a silhouetted figure, like completely like blacked out. And he's kind of like the figure's kind of like doing the thing where it's like leaning forward on its elbows, and it just says, "Hello, glad we could make it. Awkward place to meet."
Not my first choice.
Hi, are you? Deliverance is like.
I wouldn't look around. It's not important.
Oh, okay, all right. Hi.
Ich bin Fritz. I am your matrix, your cyber runner for this.
Clearly, since you decided to display yourself in AR.
I'm glad that we can all learn something today.
You've got this down. You've got this whole. I'm Deliverance. Good to meet you.
So, what is the work we have been contracted to do? What is, do you understand anything about the person we've been contacted by? Matrix specialist, yeah, he uses that instead of sounding like an idiot.
Yeah.
He's been doing this for years. Travis has been doing this for 2 hours.
Yeah.
Script Kitty. Yeah, I don't think he calls himself that, but I have heard that.
All right. You know what? I probably don't know much more than any of you.
That's unfortunate.
So is this the point, Oz, where we get some suggestions from the audience, or are we gonna?
This is the point where drinks are placed down in front of Deliverance and Voltar.
Oh, I wish you were here, Fritz, because you would be able to try this delicious root beer float. Here you go.
Do I get like a fun curly straw? Because I imagine that's what I
Plot
got.
point. You get a fun curly straw.
I'm not a fan of the United States' overuse of soy.
Oh, I know, but it's all you can get, isn't it?
Unfortunately, yes.
Ugh, terrible.
So you're not from around here.
Did my accent not give it away?
Sometimes accents carry over.
Yes, well, that would assume that I am indeed from somewhere else, no?
It sounds like you've only been here for a couple of weeks. Especially if you are surprised at the soy products.
Not surprised, more like irritated, but that's why I don't drink them. This isn't going to be a problem, is it?
Honey, if you know what I mean.
You're not,
No,
very...
no poop jokes. All right.
9.
So, it's at this point where, you know, there's just awkward silences. Everyone maybe comes up with like a thing to talk about, and then it's like,
yeah, I think Voltar, like, at the middle of the awkward silence, she finally puts down her finished lager and slowly grabs the root beer float and drags it towards her, and she'll try it. Is it good? Other than soy?
Well, at this point, the ice cream has just kind of melted into like this froth on top.
That's when it's the best.
Yeah.
Oh, it's smart you waited, darling, because that's the best part. Just take a. There's a little spoon here. Yeah, just take a little bit off the top.
I will do that. But I will try it. Is it good though? Like, decent?
It's a flavor.
I'll take that. Voltar like tries it, and she won't. There's no like it's good face or bad face, and she's like, there's a flavor to it.
Right? Exactly.
People are saying Fritz needs a hug, and she's just like, this computes.
Yeah.
She faxes you an image of a smiley face. Fritz, you can see the silhouette kind of like does this motion where it's like hand meets its face. He's pushing up his glasses. And he says, Deliverance, am I correct in my assumptions that you don't do shadowrunning very often?
Oh, you tell.
You seem very perky for someone who lives in the shit.
You know, life can give you some difficult situations, and I've had to live through a few of them, and I figured out that might as well make it the best it possibly can be. And so if I'm out watching sports and drinking root beer, it's better than a few things I could be doing. But I really would like to do we have somebody meeting us, or
Yes.
Is she taking their sweet time?
Air Johnson seems to be on their own time, unfortunately.
Yeah. All right, so tell us about yourself, Fritz.
Well, I am a matrix specialist, as I have said.
Right.
If you couldn't pick up, I am not from the US.
Where are you from?
Germany. Deutschland.
Oh, very nice. Never been there, but would love to go.
Yes. I assume that, Voltar, you are our Bron. You seem to be very cyberly inclined.
Hold on, I need a... I'm trying to think of how I would say this.
Two brothers, stop it.
Oh my god. All right, yeah. She takes a moment and she kind of blinks. I am enhanced with cybernetics, cyber legs, eyes, arms, torso, anything. I can kick a man through a wall with no problem. I can break every single bone in anyone's body. What else more do you want? I am also capable with firearms.
Okay. A simple yeah would have sufficed. And Deliverance, are you awakened? Are you also... what are your specialties?
Yes, I am awakened. I can... I have the gift of discernment. I understand what people are thinking a lot of the time. That's something the Lord has chosen to give me. And I also have been given the gift of banishing spirits. Although from time to time I have required the help of angels as well. But I also I do heal. I can help reduce any damage, and I do my best to stay out of the fighting. I'm not great with that, but I really, people like me. They usually, they'll bring me an extra root beer float, and then make one when they don't even have the ingredients. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that is good. Yeah. As no direct offense to either of you, but to protect the safety of my own identity, I will be far and few between with my physical appearances.
All right.
I hope you understand. My job does not require me to be upfront. I believe that is more your strong suit, Walter.
Yes.
At this point, a massive troll in a shabby suit, thank you to Nick Morgan for that suggestion, lumbers over into the seat and
Who does he sit next to? Because Walter's opposite from Deliverance.
He would probably from opposite Deliverance.
Because we're in a booth, right? Like.
Yeah, I was imagining like one of those kind of U-shaped
booths.
Curved U-shaped horseshoe kind of booths. So when you see him approach, one of you needs to kind of like make the space as he nods and says, "Evening."
Well, hello.
Yeah, he'll.
If it Fritz, it sits.
Yeah. I am Mr. Johnson.
Pleased to meet you. I'm Deliverance.
Charmed.
Hacks into his shit, pops up an AR on him.
Yeah. Well, this guy is totally his. I wouldn't say blank, actually. He would have a the first thing I'm envisioning is like he has like his only thing is this business card that you can take at any point, and it is like this animated business card that is just like raining bullets. And it says, you know what? And yes, and it says Johnson, but it's spelled incorrectly, like Jonsen.
Yeah.
Johnson.
Yeah.
It makes him stand out.
Yeah.
So, yeah, if I may have a seat.
Oh yeah,
Ladies.
Walter looks at him when he says that, and then she looks at Deliverance and doesn't move.
Deliverance kind of scooches over right next to Voltar and just says, "Scooch, honey, come on." And
she
and
like
says, right here.
barely scooches, like just enough space where she's away from you. Like
She's definitely the Drax of this group. Like,
So Johnson, Troll Johnson, like gets into the booth and like he has to like do this and he like knocks
Yeah.
the table and like all the
moves a
drinks are
bit.
starting to like be like all the drinks are precariously.
Oh,
jostling
okay, I got
around.
it. Don't worry.
They don't make them my size.
Yeah, I should have gotten a bigger. Should have gotten one for you, honey.
Yeah, well, I guess there's only so much in the budget. You know what I'm saying? These drinks, they're on me. Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. Just don't go too crazy. Let's not take advantage here. So, let's Does Fritz show himself also to Mr. Johnson?
he like I said, he hacks into his business and then pops up on his AR as well.
Plot point: Deliverance orders 3 more floats for everybody.
4?
3.
Three.
You know
Oh,
what?
that's right,
I'm
because
gonna order
he's an
4
AR.
because I'm gonna be like, that's just in case you want to come, Fritz. You don't have to do anything, okay? Just in case you can grab it after if you want. That's when it's best.
Deliverance, I love
Dankeschön,
you.
Fräulein.
You're so
You
nice.
thank this guy, it's on him. Right.
Yeah, he the image like the silhouette looks over and then he repeats Dankeschön, Fräulein.
So, all right, let me tell you about this business transaction that we're gonna have. Audience. So, how we assign runs on Join the Anarchy is we don't ask for the run specifically. We ask for random words, little bits of inspiration, a run type maybe, maybe a interesting location somewhere in Detroit. Let's stay put. And this is their first job. And this Johnson is obviously not much of a professional, so think like low level, gang level, something grimy, grungy. I think that's kind of the feel I'm gonna go for this run. So just throw out words, and we'll start grabbing them where it's like tags in a blog post, and we're gonna write them, and they're gonna be our inspiration for what the run is going to be.
I'm taking theft.
Theft. Thank you to Nick Morgan.
Yeah.
Orc rock concert.
Okay, so theft.
Ooh, shakedown. I'm taking shakedown.
Theft, shakedown. Okay.
Thank you, Palmer.
Thanks.
I like. There's some good ones.
Chat is alive today.
Yeah.
Damn.
Taco Temple. I'm gonna take that from Rakla.
I just love Palmer's Taco Temple.
Yeah.
Is that an actual Shadowrun?
Mm-hmm. That is an establishment. Yes, that is
Yeah.
the Taco Bell of the Sixth World.
I assume because it's phonetic stuff.
I
Taco
pictured-
Temple.
I pictured like an actual like taco-sized temple, like the shape of a taco.
Oh.
I'm glad you cleared things up.
Yeah, no, it's the logo is more of like it's like a ziggurat, but it's a taco.
Okay.
Like it has like
Okay.
the little lettuce and
Aw, cute.
cheese and meats coming out of it. from around
Decker
it.
runner named Pixel Dick.
Oh my god.
StarCraft 7.
Is that a
Oh my
Stomach Shack
God.
reference? Is that
That was oh my god, I forgot
be
what
on
that
StarCraft
was.
4,
that
I
was
think,
something.
in 28.
What was Pixel? I remember that this was supposed to be a thing. I think wasn't it something that came up in Court of Shadows? I forget.
I don't think so. I
don't
think I would have
remember
remembered Pixel Dick
Yeah.
Remind us, Nick.
since Oz played that game.
Oz played that red game, and he was making body mods for people.
Was it a game that you
What?
played on the network, like a video game?
Yeah,
the red
something like
the
that.
Red Strings Club when I did the
Yeah.
actual play. That's what he's talking about. Yeah, there's a guy
gotcha.
called Pixel Dick.
Pictures of Johnson's Johnson. Oh goodness.
Less dick ones.
Vampire Sandra Bullock. Oh, we're avoiding celebrities this time.
No celebrities. Unless they're in Shadowrun universe already.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like canon celebrities are okay. Long dead people that we're right now. Okay. I think we'll do. Anyone see anything else interesting that they want to grab?
I really like the StarCraft tournament. I think I want to get that one.
StarCraft 7
because
tournament?
I feel like that'll be a really interesting place for Fritz to go. So I want to take that one.
Okay.
Thank you, Super Sage.
Protection run?
Okay.
Theft
With
and
a shake
protection.
yeah.
Yeah, we
theft
can't
and
do this night.
protection
Like, we have
shakedown.
theft
Yeah.
and we have shakedown, which already are like
Yeah.
weird together.
Ooh, Mafia. Palmer Jim. Taking it.
Oh my god.
The Mafia
Alright.
at the StarCraft 7 Taco Temple tournament.
I think that's good.
Okay, I think these are going to be the tags. So we have
Okay.
theft, shakedown, mafia, Taco Temple, and StarCraft 7 tournament.
The fuck?
Right. All right. So, listen up. The locals. There's gonna be a StarCraft 7 tournament coming up soon. Now, I I happen to be a bit of a player myself. I squash all the fucking noobs. I love it. And now this StarCraft tournament, it's sponsored by Taco Temple, and they're offering the winner a lifetime supply of fucking Taco Temple tacos, and I am so pumped. I want these. However, this is the catch. There are people in this tournament that I want out of my fucking way. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I think we know what you're saying.
Increases my chances of winning, right?
Okay.
Namely, a little mob brat by the name of Pixel Dick.
Can it be like lowercase x, uppercase x, pixel?
Yeah, there you
dick,
go.
And
Yeah.
then
XX Pixel Dick XX.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mob rat. That's what he goes by. Pixel Dick. So he's this mob rat. Kind of related in some way to Mr. Big Shot Mafia motherfucker. Whatever. That's why nobody wants to touch him. But I need him to, run off, get the hell out, and if anything, he might have some interesting bits of. He has some good. How do we put this? Downloadable content that I haven't been able to access because it's so expensive. It's like top tier stuff, and you can only really get it after you reach a certain level, and it's insane. I want that transferred over to me.
And this mob brat, he must have some sort of armed security around him at this event.
Most likely, yeah.
And when you say you'd like him gone, do you mean disposed of or out of the tournament?
Just out of the tournament, trust me. I'm not trying to kill a mob boss's family, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's not get ourselves into any trouble. Now that said, if you need to bust some heads around the guy, that's a different story, but let's take care with that guy.
Yeah. No need to shed blood where it is not needed.
How big is this tournament?
Well, it's actually, it's How big is this tournament? This tournament is about 100 people.
And one taco temple.
No, it's sponsored by Taco Temple. The tournament is actually... audience, tell us, where is this tournament taking place? Oh, actually, you know what? No, let's do it. Yeah, it's actually taking place in the Taco Temple
Arena.
the Taco Temple Convention Center.
Convention Center?
They have a convention center?
They have a convention center. Yeah, it's been around forever, since as long as I can remember. You don't remember it?
Yeah, no, I've been there before. Yep. It's pretty nice.
Yeah.
I've
And
never been there.
you are trying to win this tournament for yourself, yeah?
Yes.
If there was a more guaranteed way for that to happen, would there be a higher payout?
Well, if you get this guy out of my way,
Yeah.
then that is the guarantee for me.
Well, not to rub anyone's ego the wrong way, but a more guaranteed 100% chance. No Zerg rushes to get in your way.
Are you saying keep him in the competition and help me win?
No. Eliminate him from the competition and make sure that any other players who might have a lucky day or whatever don't have a very strong ability to maintain their game.
If you can do it all subtle, like, so that there's no,
Yeah.
interference, then that should be fine. I guess
Yeah.
I could, maybe. Roll negotiation. Roll your charisma.
Alright. That's why that's why he wasn't trying to just be like, maybe raise it. He's like, hey, here's this thing that he can totally do. He can fucking make their keyboards and shit malfunction, and they just like have a delay, you know.
He looks at your icon and says, look, hold on a second. Are you trying to call me a fucking noob? I can handle myself, okay?
I think what he's trying to say is that the less competition, the better, right? I mean, if we can help your odds a little more, perhaps that's worth a little more money to you. Better chances that you, with your incredible skill, can get to the top.
If there was a lifetime supply of tacos on the line, I wouldn't want anything getting in the way.
We were just talking about how much we appreciate food, and in general, we understand the desire for a lifetime supply of tacos, especially from Taco Temple.
Especially from Taco Temple, yeah.
Right. I love their little cinnamon things. Anyway, regardless, I think we may have more skills than you realize. So perhaps we could negotiate a bit of a bonus for such services offered.
All right. Roll me a negotiation as well.
All right. 3. Hang on. I think I have something for this. No, it's contests. I think I'll use a point of edge.
Yeah, edge.
Yee.
Chat. Inverted controls for StarCraft. Do you know what StarCraft is?
You noobs.
Yeah, you fucking idiot.
All right. So 4 successes. The Mr. Troll Johnson looks at you and says, "All right, I see where you're coming from. I guess really, if you guarantee me the prize, I can share some of that prize money with you. You know what I'm saying? It does come with a minor cash prize, nothing too fancy, but I'm happy to split that amongst you. Really am in it for the tacos."
Oh, that's where the real money is. Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, I mean that feeds me. It feeds my, it feeds me, and whoever I want to feed.
Well, I mean, I wasn't gonna say, but you, sir, look like you eat a lot of food.
Mm-hmm.
And there's nothing wrong with that.
No, there is
keep on
not.
You keep on eating.
Deliverance is the best face
I
to
know.
ever exist.
So,
I just love those little cinnamon things from Taco Temple, you know what I'm saying?
It's just the best.
yes. She's like the super nice face, the one that's like not
my
God.
manipulative whatsoever. She's
I
just
know.
Just exactly what
meets you
Fritz
at your
was like,
level.
you haven't done this, have you? Like,
All right, so here's what I'm offering. I can offer each of you 1 karma. Like there's just like this voiceover of whatever he says. Like you see him mouth Nguyen, but it's just 1 karma. And if you help me win, I can offer you the share of another 1 karma.
that sounds like a total of 2 karma. That's right. So a total of 4,000 millions.
Of 2
I keep-
karma.
Yeah.
That's so little compared to like the karma that
Yeah,
we were
but-
paid with in our
Yeah.
last session for
don't-
Shadows.
You got used to nice
This is
exuberant
gonna
amounts
this
of
is
I
gonna
know.
be
We're
this is
back at
gonna
the
be
beginning.
a year, like a long ass like time of collecting stuff, rather than 4 sessions.
I
Well-
love this chat too, Zeely.
Yeah,
This chat is
just
best.
exploding. It's
Yes.
beautiful. You guys
You're
are great.
amazing, guys.
Keep it up.
Don't you wish you had shown up sooner? Well, now
Yeah.
you can show up every other Monday.
All right.
Deliverance, she says, you know, Mr. Johnson, I think we can do better than that. I think that, I think 2 karma as a base is pretty good, and then 2 on top of that. Because this prize money, this is setting you up for life. For life. Does that sound reasonable?
While I would love to pay you more than 2 karma, I can't, my funds aren't exactly, capable of doing so, and I'm not interested in being in debt to anybody.
Well, I
But-
can understand that.
If you ever want to partake of a free lifetime supply of tacos, I'll just make sure to put in extra orders. Throw that in as a bonus.
All right. You know what? I'll take it.
Okay. So, for 2 karma and lifetime supply of Taco Temple tacos.
Yeah.
With this Mr. Johnson now being a contact for tacos.
For
Taco
tacos.
contact.
Or a taco contest.
Or, as we like
That's
to
how
call
I'm
it in the
gonna feed my
industry, a
children.
con taco.
That was really funny. It's also a very funny night.
So, all right. Well, if unless you have any other questions, I'm gonna go ahead and leave you professionals right to it. And he does like a like he's like passing money, but it's his business card, and it just like goes into your AR display and then explodes and rains bullets, and then it like gets in your contact list.
Great.
Deliverance kind of looks at it and says, "Oh, that's cheeky. I like it. I like it."
All right, great.
Catch you later. Good luck. And you know what? By the way, Mr. Johnson, do not think that this means you can slack off on practicing your StarCraft. You have to make sure that you do the absolute best you can. Just because we're stacking the deck a little doesn't mean that you can sit around and not play StarCraft. You have to sit around and play StarCraft. All right?
You'd have to pry the PC from my cold dead hands.
That's what I like to hear.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
As he walks out, he literally just grabs somebody's hurlg from their table and just and then just sets it down and walks out.
Wow.
Maybe if he gets free tacos, he won't be stealing other people's food.
So,
You did it all the time.
all right. So
Yeah,
you
yeah.
have
You did.
Yeah, Turbo did it all the time.
Taco
Every
Temple's lifetime
single
supply of Taco
Johnson.
Temple tacos made with 100% official Taco Temple taco soy preservative.
Good job, Evie.
Oh, that's beautiful.
So, you have your job, and what? Let's do a little bit of I don't think you guys would have to do too much legwork, but let's go ahead and just talk about maybe some stuff that you'll research before the job next week.
All right.
I mean, 2 weeks from now?
2 weeks from now, sorry. Yeah. I wish we could do this every week.
Yeah, that would be nice. Living the dream.
So, yeah, Fritz will look up the event, the participants, and everything about their participants he can. What their stats are for like what like equipment they bring, because those motherfuckers always brag about all their like setups and shit.
Mm-hmm.
I handmade my
computer.
yeah.
He's like, I use an Orb Weaver XT. So like he gets all that information just so he can shut that shit down.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a hacking test so that you can acquire the full list, and then we'll just say that narratively you have the list and you can pull from it whenever you want.
4 successes.
Okay, let's see. So this is a Taco Temple server. For a turn.
I'm gonna use one of the free edges I was given as a little fun.
Me too. Because I don't feel that this is appropriate amount of. Oh shit!
Okay, 5 successes.
I rolled 8 dice and got 7 successes.
Oh,
so,
okay.
Yeah, I'm not lying.
Jesus.
Yeah. So you are unable to acquire the list of competitors. However, you do trigger some intrusion countermeasures who are now searching for an intruder.
Wonderful. He just barks something in German at what appears to be nothing, and he compiles some sprites.
Ooh, we're gonna compile our first sprite.
So let's see here. So standard. Let's see. This would be a fault sprite, right? For cyber combat and tasking bonuses.
Yes.
So does that bonus apply when I'm compiling them, or after I've compiled them?
So no, it's after you compile them.
Okay, that makes sense. Just wanted to make sure.
Yeah.
So fault sprite. That's a tasking test, correct?
Yes.
So this legwork is done when he's far away from the bar and back in his bunker and shit. So it's a-okay. He's conked out.
And just so chat knows, we're using a custom-made sprite by me, because the sprites in Shadowrun Anarchy are awful.
Ass.
They're ass.
Ass.
So I custom-made some. I sort of took a little inspiration from Gingivitis's creation, and I tweaked it to be more interesting. I like it. Okay, so you're compiling
6
a
successes.
fault sprite. Ooh. Okay. Cool. Yeah. So easily, you easily compile this sprite.
So the sprites that he compiles look like so with technomancers, they don't actually have an avatar in the Matrix, right? What is it differently?
They're called icons, but yeah, you're basically like you can be anything as long as it's human size, or rather like there's a standard size in the Matrix that you can be. So but yeah, you can make yourself look like whatever you want, literally anything.
Okay. Yeah, he basically, just like on the AR display, he looks like a silhouetted version of himself. Mm-hmm. And the sprites that kind of like Matrix.
It's one sprite. You can only have one sprite at a time.
Okay. Well, I mean, like at all time in the future, the sprites that come out, kind of like an Agent Smith in the Matrix, like they just kind of step out of his form, and so this like wireframed kind of like polygonal like silhouette of him steps out as a fault sprite to repel the combat.
Okay. So your fault sprite is going to give you +2 to cyber combat hacking and tasking tests. So first thing is So you're still trying to locate these files, then? Access them?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to you in the Matrix. So let's describe the Matrix, and and if anybody in chat also wants to add to it. So the Matrix, the look of the place, spending a plot point. You have let's see, Taco Temple. You have like a very kitschy, Aztec-y temple interior. So lots of stone brick, not brick, but you know what I mean, like the big walls at the big bricks, I guess, the stone whatevers son of a bitch that ziggurats are made of. And there's like fires, like cook pits. You see like a sacrifice table, except the sacrifice is like meat sauce that just drips into like a taco slide. It's really unnecessarily kitsch, and the patrol ice that's walking around trying to locate you looks like a Taco Temple employee here to assist. Yeah, like front. The shining face of Taco Temple is just looking around and just doing a and he'll dust tables.
He's got the flair.
And he's looking around. So do you want to try to evade it, or do you want to kill it?
I assume that I made a combat sprite, so I'm just gonna try and destroy it.
Perfect.
Kill it.
Kill it. Give me your cyber combat test. Now, if you use resonance spike, which has a higher damage output than you're using tasking.
Okay. Yeah, I'll do that. So, am I doing that with the sprite? Hi, chat. Never played a Decker nor a Technomancer before.
No. So the way that the sprites work is you can do it with the sprite.
Yeah.
But the way that I would like to do it is if it's aiding you, like it can aid itself.
Mm-hmm.
Or it can aid your attack, but then it itself cannot go because it's helping you. Does that make sense?
So it can either aid itself or aid me.
Yeah.
Okay.
If it aids you, it doesn't attack. It's spending... Actually, that's lame. Never mind. Yeah, it can aid you and it can aid your attack.
Welcome to Anarchy. Is that rule stupid? Get rid of it.
Pretty much.
Let me make sure that I think of this carefully. You can aid any test, but if it is attacking... If it's attacking, see, that's where it is, right? If it's attacking or if it's actively doing something, I can't be like, it also aids you. Like, it's weird.
Right.
So never mind. So if the sprite does something, then it cannot aid you. But you basically get to do two things.
It's just like if I'm doing something somewhere else, I'm not able to come in and teleport and help, whatever,
Correct.
So, okay, so I would be the one doing a resonance spike. So am I able to... Is this like a summoned minion, and am I able to do that and have it also attack?
It itself can attack as well, yes.
Okay, cool. So so it's like a little like minion. Okay, so I'll do resonance spike, and I'll have
an unaided resonance spike.
An unaided resonance spike, yeah.
Yep. Cool.
Gotcha. So that would be, I guess. So how would that just be tasking?
Tasking plus logic.
Okay. That was 10. Okay. So boop. 3 successes. I'm gonna use another edge. So that was 2 out of the 10. So that was 8. So 5 successes.
All right. So you got 2 net hits. So that's
2
10...
net hits. That's 10 damage.
All right. Describe the kill.
Yeah, so Resonance Spike is basically like it just builds on... Because in 5e, there's Resonance, right? And so resonance spike is basically just grabbing what like the code and then turning it into something that just fucking wrecks it. It looks literally like that. It uses like the code to like create this big whirling image, and then a big spike goes out and shoots through its torso, and like so he's like and then he gets stabbed
into pixels.
And then bursts to pixels. So he's like annoyingly like swats the fly away from him and then continues to hack.
Perfect. All right. So
he deletes his actions with cleaner. I assume that's automatic.
Well, I mean, it depends on the time crunch, right? So I would say that no, you can either clean your actions now, and risk another risk more ice arriving, or you can go and
I'll
try and find files.
Objective first, and then I'll do hiding actions after.
Okay, great. So you after having taken out the patrol ice, you hear approaching ice in the distance. So you have a short amount of time. You approach the sacrificial meat sauce table, and you can see that there is like a secret panel in it that you can slide open.
Yeah.
But I need you to give me one final hacking test.
Okay. That's bam, 7 successes.
Oof.
On the first roll without my rerolls.
Nicely done. All right, so you easily slide the panel, and you now have the entire list of the competitors and their the hardware that they've registered with the tournament. Was there anything else that you wanted as well?
Yeah, just security details on the premises itself, and yeah.
All right, great. So you list those come with it as well. So you have the registration of, you have basically the whole roster of registered competitors, as well as roster of employees and security.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
And so after that, he's gonna clean everything he just did, and then hop out.
Yeah. Perfect. Yeah, just as another Taco Temple employee walks in, being like,
Yeah. The sprite kind of like backwards. It's like has like a sprinting like image, but it's going backwards and then sucks itself back into his silhouette as he disappears.
Perfect. And with that info, unless anyone else has any particular bits currently, I say
I have one thing. It'll just be quick. I'm going to set up a I'm gonna find the date of the tournament, and I'm gonna create like sort of a tournament on the side like before, and promote it through my shop, where I invite some of the key players to play a retro StarCraft 1 tournament at my shop. And so I'm going to like set up old computers. You have to physically come there. And so it's going to be like something for all the hipsters to get excited about. So I can kind of get a feel for the people.
And this is going to be before the tournament? How many days before the tournament?
I think I'd make it 2 days or so. Imagine the day before they wouldn't want to do that kind of thing. So.
Okay. What are you offering as the prize?
I don't know, Chad. What am I offering as the prize?
Lifetime supply of comic books.
No, I
Or
can't afford
one free comic book of any issue within the store.
Ooh, that could be good. Oh, you know what? I am going to offer the original mint condition first edition of the StarCraft comics, which I assume. If they do not yet exist, will exist at some point.
Or like the mint condition like StarCraft like box, like the game came in.
Oh yeah, that's what it like the CDs
unopened. Yeah, it has CDs. Yeah.
No, the floppy disks.
I don't think they came on floppy. Might.
That's what. That's
that game is 100 megabytes. I don't know.
Yeah,
that's not even floppy disk.
Not even. It was like 10.
You said it was like for your customers and everything, right?
Yeah, for kind of anybody to like a fun tournament, and I invited all the like big shots.
Okay.
Zeely knows all about StarCraft. There are StarCraft graphic novels,
it not
and
on
it was
floppy?
never on floppy.
I swear to God, I had a floppy disk of it. I must be thinking of a
Floppy
different
disks, I don't think could hold that
It was
much.
too
You know
big.
what? It was big because you know what? I think maybe that's why I'm remembering it is because it wasn't, and I was like, oh, it's CD. I'm gonna go put this in my bedroom too.
Is it for signing up? Would it be all on like AR, or would you have to physically go there and like write your name down and then your username?
I think it's signed up in AR, but then like you're supposed to physically be there to play.
I'm gonna put a plot
Old
point.
flappy.
I'm gonna put a plot point in that there's a person who signs up under the username Pac-Man 1980.
God damn it.
Yeah.
Come on, you can't just do that in a comic book store with those
Yeah.
computers and not
In-
expect her to show up.
In Michigan.
Detroit, though? Oh,
In
yeah, so
Michigan.
she is from
In
Michigan. That's right.
Perfect. All right, so you have your job, you have some information, and you have potential people showing up to the Route 66 to play the StarCraft tournament.
We have issues.
We have issues. So what will happen? Find out in 2 weeks. As the runners continue their very first job together. So, yeah. Hey, we just
is
finished
so fun.
session 1.
Oh my god!
Season 2.
Let's get our traditional.
Sorry,
club music.
Zelly.
It
It's
is over because
over.
Oz wants to end them earlier.
Yes,
Yeah.
I want to start ending them at midnight because I
Me
have
too.
work. For me, it's
Yeah.
midnight. Like I have work. Like I used to play this until 1:30, and I'm just like I can't do this anymore, guys.
Yeah.
I'm getting
I
old.
hear ya.
Yeah,
I gotta be up at absurd hours.
yeah,
Oh, I hear ya.
yeah. So, but that's okay.
West
because
Coast, best coast. West Coast, best coast.
Our goal is to get them a little more down pat, a little more digestible.
Cider.
Also potentially easier to edit in podcast format, maybe. Let's see. So,
You don't hear it from me.
all right. Well, thank you so much. Grayman222 is our final stream boss of the night. So,
What up?
Grayman,
Yeah.
you are you're gonna message me on Discord if you're not on the Shadowcasters Network Discord. You want to go to shadowcasters.network/Discord, join in, and hey, thanks Eric Mage.
Hey.
And yeah, let's get talking, right? And we're gonna design an NPC for the next session. So super excited about that. And
But that's not the only winner.
no, there is not. There is
Yeah.
one more winner. We are giving away $15 on Drive-Thru RPG. Every suggestion that we have taken, we've jotted down, and we are entering it into a raffle. And the winner of the raffle will receive just that much.
Oh, thanks, Nick.
So,
Thanks, I think, Nick.
yeah. Hey, 5 bits is 5 bits.
5 biddies.
Well, the way he said because he likes having even bits, like you're just like.
Yeah.
Also, hey guys, if you liked the show, please talk about it on social
Yes.
medias, right? Like the more that we're
it.
trying to get as many viewers as possible. We have a 75 viewer a night goal that we would like to meet to have the channel become affiliate, right?
Affiliate, yeah.
Affiliate status. So we
Sounds
actually
professional.
had the highest turnout tonight that we've ever had. We got
Yeah.
somewhere in like
Yeah.
the 35s.
We got somewhere
So-
in like the 30s, yeah.
Yeah, so let's just keep it up. Tell your friends, tell your family, anybody that knows about Shadowrun, maybe might be interested in Shadowrun Anarchy. Yeah, just
Nice.
fucking tell the world, right? Because we love you.
Go outside, yell it from the rooftop.
Yes, join the Anarchy.
Twitch.tv/Shadowcasters Network. Every other Monday at 8 EST.
Also follow them on Twitter.
Yeah,
That's gonna be our
follow us
radio
on Twitter.
spot.
We
Yeah.
are at Twitch Anarchy. You can also follow at Shadowcasters for other content here on the Shadowcasters Network. We're not the only
do that
show
too.
Here. As well as any of our handles as displayed.
Boom.
I don't know where they are.
All right. I think we're teasing.
Join the
now.
Shadowcasters Discord if you haven't already.
Yeah, join the fun.
Absolutely, please follow us, because then that gives you like live notifications of when we're on, and that way you don't. It's there on your phone. You can just pop up.
Yeah. Also, if you chat with us, I think I know that Scrim and I both still need cues for our characters. So if
you
can help us out.
Yeah, if you hop into the Shadowcasters Network Discord, into the Join the Anarchy channel there, you can talk to all of us and help us keep defining these characters a little more.
Yeah.
And by the way, it's not just us four. Soon we will be having guests who will be guest players who are going to come in from all over the Shadowcasters or Shadowrun or RPG community, and they'll be playing along with us to be kind of like the wild card for the session. And so whenever we're planning on having a guest, you'll get to talk to that guest and help them create a character to be ready to go for that session. So it's super cool, and we would absolutely love to hear all of your great ideas. So let's give away some shit. The winner of $15 on Drive-Thru RPG. I'm not going to hold my laptop anymore. I'm sick of this shit. Just trust me, I'm an honorable person. I promise. Yes. The winner is 6 of Spades for an abandoned rich family home with a panic room.
Hey!
So for creating Fritz's hideout, you, 6 of Spades, have just won $15 on Drive-Thru RPG. Message me, Ozcore. Okay, so here's me. Message me over Twitch, or you can also contact me on the Shadowcasters Network Discord, same name, or on my Twitter, whatever, and we'll arrange that. Just pick out whatever it is that you want on drivethrurpg.com, and it is yours. Because thank you for your awesome ideas. And yeah, this show is not possible without your input. Not just 6 of Spades, but obviously all of everybody that's in chat.
Thank you so much. You guys are great.
Yeah.
We're rocking it, killing it tonight.
So
like a Shadowrunner after her money.
Boom, boom. I think I'm excited to see where this goes. I'm excited to keep running in Detroit, and I'm excited for this random fucking StarCraft 7 tournament. So, so from all of us here at Join the Anarchy. Oh, and actually, before I go, I also have to credit some of our awesome music tonight is either from the Hairbrained Schemes games, or they are from Kevin MacLeod of Incompetech. So check them out.
So. Sorry, I know it's season 2, and I know that we have our original intro or outro music back, but could we listen to the bathhouse music again?
Yeah, that bathhouse music was sick.
That was some pump.
Are we gonna? Yeah, I think let's just upgrade to this.
Yeah.
Is that our new outro music?
I say it is.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's so good.
From all of us at Join the Anarchy and Shadowcasters Network, we wish you a fantastic night, and we'll see you in 2 weeks. What day is that, you ask? Well, I'm going to look at my calendar and tell you it's going to be March 26th, where we continue the campaign. So, have an excellent night. Stay funky. Stay fresh. Seriously, have a great night. Thank you all so much for coming, and look forward to having you.
Bye.
Bye.
Yes. Bye, lovelies.